No. Is it working, Judy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
30 seconds.
I wonder if the YouTube's going to work.
Well, try
We
it.
shall find out.
Yep.
Hmm.
15.
Is it working, Judy?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. YouTube has not started yet. Let's see if it goes.
Is something that has to happen?
I don't know. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 28th episode of Healthy Living with Marilyn. We are now in season 2, episode 8. I am so glad that everybody is here with us. We might not have YouTube tonight. We've been trying on my laptop. However, we do have Facebook, don't we, Jess?
That's right.
So I want to welcome everybody to Healthy Living with Marilyn. And my name is Dr. Marilyn Scott. And Josie, we've been doing this for 6.5 months. We are pushing 7 months, girlfriend. I know.
We're about to have a delivery.
I know. So, and I'm just so glad that everybody is here. We're going to be talking about train your mind, train your body, which I am working on. I am a work in progress. And I just want to introduce my wonderful co-host, Josie Hopkins, who's been with me since before the beginning. Before the beginning, we started Healthy Living with Marilyn, didn't we, Josie?
Happy to be here.
And she says Thursday night's her favorite night of the week.
It really is.
Is it?
It really is. I look forward to it because
That is awesome.
doing something that we enjoy, laughter and having fun.
I know.
And especially learning from all the great guests.
I know. We've had some really great guests. And speaking of really great guests, I want to introduce my guest tonight, Aubrey Iker. Thank you for joining us tonight, Aubrey. I know this is past your bedtime, but I appreciate you staying up. I hope you don't have to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, but it is what it is. And Aubrey owns Richmond Wellness downtown on Robinson, and which is in the Fan for people who don't know the Richmond area. We have areas that are different, classified different names in Richmond. We have the South Side, we have the North Side, we got the East End, we got the West End, we got the Fan. We've got Tuckahoe and West Hampton. I mean, it's all of Short Pump,
yeah,
right?
Stratford
Innsbrook.
Hills, yeah.
But the good beauty about
Variety.
it is what?
Variety.
Yeah, variety. And the beauty about this is we can get anywhere in this area within about a half hour.
Yep.
So it's not long travel, which is really, really nice. So sometimes it takes less than half an hour. And it's way cool. And we also have 95 and 64. You know, when I first moved here in the way early 2000s, I went out of my way to not go
Avoid
on
the highway.
not go on 64 and 95. I did. I went out of my way not to do that. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? Now I don't let it bother me. It used to be a little bit
Just
intimidating. but
go do what makes you comfortable.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And sometimes I get the highway, sometimes I get the byway. It just depends. So
But you get there.
I get
As long as you get there.
Sometimes it takes me
You
longer.
get there safely.
Like if I'm going to Judy's house at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Do not get on the highway.
No, I don't get on the highway. I go a different way. And Zen went a different way to drop me off a couple days ago to Judy's. And I thought it was a better way to go. So I'll probably take that way next time. So anyhow, and I want to thank my friend, my bestest friend, Judy Richards, who is also my business partner. Thanks, Judy, for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. And, of course, my audiographer, Zen Scott, who is also my husband. And what?
Audiographer?
Yeah, you're my audiographer. It's a new word, audiographer. Yeah. Yeah, you're my audio guy. I thought it was pretty cool, audiographer. You know, I mean,
That sounds pretty fancy.
Michael is basically my videographer, so I have an audiographer, and I think that's pretty cool, don't you?
I'm her
Aubrey?
partner.
makes sense to
I'm
me.
her partner. Audio. Her partnerology. I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's not make up new words.
Yeah.
For everything.
we'll work on that later.
But we all probably knew what you were saying.
Yeah. So what's really important for us tonight, and especially for me, because I've been working on this so long since I got off the gerbil trail, you know, the gerbil wheel. I was on that gerbil wheel for a while, and I finally got off, but sometimes I hop back on, I gotta be honest. And
Habits are hard to break.
it is. It takes 21 days to make a
create new
habit. And I did it with my meditation and my journaling, but the weight thing is still... It's
It's
my
a work in
Achilles.
progress.
I know, but it's my Achilles heel. It is my Achilles heel.
Then
It
stop
really
trying.
is. Well, stop trying. I got to do something. I don't want to try. I want to do.
Just do.
I want to do. I put that on in one of my Be Amazings a couple days ago. Don't try, just do. That might have been I did today. I can't remember. But don't try, just do. So I am going to do, and what I'm going to do is go down and see Aubrey in a week or so, so I can get motivated, and I know she will motivate me and get in the right mindset so we can rock and roll, and I can get more on a schedule. I got to get on a schedule. And I think it's so important for you all, if you want to train your body, train your mind, to get on a good schedule, a really good schedule. Make an appointment with yourself in your calendar.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Huge. Follow through.
Huge, and
And
follow
follow
through. I mean, Aubrey goes to bed at 8 o'clock and gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock. Now, sometimes I wake up at 4 o'clock, but a lot of times I go back to bed, you know. But she gets up.
Nice. That sounds nice.
Yeah, it probably...
Sleeping in 6:30 for me right now.
Sleep in at 6:30? Yeah. Well, sleep in for me is 7, 7:30. But past couple days I've had to get up. But sometimes I'll sleep into 8 if I'm lucky. But anyhow. So tell us about your business, Richmond Wellness.
Yeah. So I'm a holistic personal trainer, and I started Richmond Wellness. It'll be 4 years ago in February, which I'm really excited about. I've had this space on Robinson for that long.
Wow.
And it's really become a home, you know, for me, and then for a lot of clients, you know, who have come throughout the years, and it's been really rewarding. And so what I've taught is the concept that fitness isn't just physical, but it's mental and spiritual as well, and that there's so many other things involved in, you know, your own personal health, your fitness, and your wellness, other than just the physical aspect of movement. They all feed off of each other. So like moving, well, like we're going to talk about tonight, moving your body helps to move your mind. You know, we can solve problems and all kinds of other things. It's a personal growth and development journey, if you will. And yeah, I get fascinated with that, and so I keep studying it and furthering it, and really love, you know, taking anybody who says, hey, I want to do something, and coming alongside them and helping them to accomplish it, be it, you know, weight loss or just, you know, a healthier lifestyle, like transitioning, making changes that are sustainable, and doing that in a way that like makes it like something that they want to do, and it's enjoyable and it's fun, and I love it. It's very
I'm
dynamic.
getting excited listening.
Yeah, me too.
I just like the concept of holistic, the holistic part of it, because when you think about, you know, training your body, often there's nothing, it's all physical, it's all working the body, and that can be exhausting.
Yeah.
And it can be
Yeah.
sore too. Because sometimes when you're working the body, you're using muscles that have been dormant, and you say, I got that muscle.
Yeah, and then the mind is like resisting that, you know, the mind is like, I don't want to do this. But if
that's
you're,
painful.
yeah,
You know, or translates it into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to be painful? Who wants to be in pain when you're doing it? So,
And you don't have to be.
no.
That's the cool thing.
So you've got some implements here. Let's start talking about your implements.
I
that
do.
I asked her to bring show and tell
I have
when
toys.
our guest brings show and tell.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Love show
I was
and tell.
I was racking my brain tonight. I was like, you know, I know I want to bring some stuff, and one of the biggest things like that I talk with people about is like the fact that number one, it can be really, really simple. You know, like a fitness routine and eating healthier and all those kinds of things. Like, it doesn't have to be this big thing, you know, that, oh, okay, I've got this big serious undertaking. Like, no, it's just little baby steps along the way. Like, you know, it might take a year to really look back and say, wow, like, what was I doing a year ago? Like, this is totally different. But on the day-to-day, sometimes that, you know, seems like a, you know, a little bit more of a patient journey, if you will. But I like to say and show that it can be very, very simple to exercise in this sense. I brought a couple of things.
She's got these really neat running shoes.
Yeah. I'm real excited about these. I just did my first run in them the other day. I've been training for the Richmond Marathon.
My daughter's training for that, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It's less than 3 weeks away now.
I think she's training for something. She gets up at 5:30 in the morning and goes and runs.
That's the reason I'm up at 4. Run before work. So these are a brand new pair of shoes, and I'm always like amazed at how different a new pair of shoes feels rather than a pair that you've put quite a number of miles on. These are so firm. But I wanted to give this as an example that, you know, and it doesn't have to be running, but just a pair of shoes, you know, they're good for walking.
That are comfortable.
They support you. I always recommend going to like a local run store to have them actually look at how your foot hits the ground and to recommend a shoe that supports that specifically, because there are all kinds of different ones.
Yeah, because we all put our feet down. We all walk differently, and people don't realize that. My daughter, a couple weeks ago, she was running, and she said her Achilles heel was hurting her. And she was asking people, and people said, well, you got to rest. She says, well, I don't want to rest because I want to run. So I asked her when I saw her this past weekend, I watched Jacob play soccer, and I said, so how is your Achilles heel? She said, I changed the insoles in my sneakers, and I have no problem anymore.
Wow.
Huge.
It's huge. And I think she put the old insoles in and took the new ones out, and now she doesn't have any problem with those new sneakers. And
that's awesome.
You know, sometimes something simple like that makes a big difference.
Yeah. And
But,
if you think about it, like the foot's our foundation of our body. So
right.
if something is off kilter there, if we're not getting
the rest of our body's cattywampus. Seriously. Right. If your feet are not situated right, you're going to have trouble walking, sitting, standing, kneeling, bending, everything.
Because then your body won't be able to rest because of the pain that you experience.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I've had to get off of all sugar because if I eat any type of sugar, I get neuropathy in my feet. So I know I'm borderline diabetic. And when I do that, I also get restless legs. So I'm doing this, and I'm moving around, and I'm up and down. And by that time, I take a homeopathic remedy and go to bed because I'm done. I'm done fighting it, and I just am finished. So sugar is something that I have deleted from, from my diet. I don't eat candy. I don't have any more chocolate bars. That was a big thing for me because I gave, I gave dark chocolate a good plug in my life. It's good for your cardiovascular. It's good for your heart. You know, eat a couple pieces of dark chocolate at night. And by the time I realized it was 9:30 at night, I'd eaten the whole bar of chocolate. Well, and I know some of my listeners have done that too. So
sugar's addictive.
It is. It is more addictive than a lot of the drugs that are out there. It is highly addictive.
Many studies on that.
They have done a lot of studies on that, and sugar is really addicting, and it's really hard to get off. And if I don't have those candy bars in the house, I don't eat them. So I haven't bought dark chocolate in a very long time. In fact, a couple weeks ago, it was a freebie at Kroger, the M&Ms. I got them, and I gave them to my husband. So I didn't even eat any of them. So I thought that was pretty good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's good self-control.
So what's a good run shoe store in this area?
So locally around here, there are a couple. I really like, there's one in Willow Lawn. It is called Lucky Road. I've gone in there a few times.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
Where are they at Willow Lawn?
They're next to, very close to Trevinia.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
right
okay.
around that
area.
Okay. Yeah,
one of
in
those
that
strip
that's
section
part of the
parking.
strip mall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. Get yourself some running shoes, then go do some running, and then you can go have some Italian food at Trevinian's.
So what else you got?
That's true. That's true. So the next thing is I've got
Ooh.
a resistance band.
I got one of those.
Yes,
I
I
have
love
one of those
these
too.
because they're versatile. You can take them anywhere. Like if I'm traveling and let's say I'm not in a hotel room or something. Let's say I go up to my mom lives in Pennsylvania and I'll go up and visit her from time to time, and I can just throw this in my
In your
overnight
bag.
and it doesn't take up any space. You know, and I can do lots of different exercises with it. And there are a lot of like different videos online that you can see, and you know how to do proper form with them because that's really important.
Because
Really
if you
important.
don't, you can torque a muscle or pull your back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, form is really, really important.
Yeah.
Really important. You got to make sure that you're standing the right way. And Aubrey can help you with that, to help stand the right way, to help move the right way.
Yeah.
I used to go to Pure Barre and they'd say, well, Marilyn, you know, you got to move this way. And I'd say, my body doesn't move that way. It just does not move that way. You know, and that was like 55 minutes of lift, tone, and burn. And by the time I was done, I felt like I'd been run over by a truck. So after a while, I had blown my knees. And, I mean, I loved Pure Barre, but my body can't do that.
Yeah.
So I have to be very careful.
You need a gentle yoga.
I need a gentle yoga.
I do a gentle yoga. It's a
Yeah,
yoga
Yoga's
mat.
fantastic. Yeah, that's
either
the next.
yoga
Judy
mat.
and I, when we had our retreat a couple weeks ago, we did yoga every day in the retreat, and I love these mats. They're awesome.
This one's if I can maybe show it. This one's really pretty. I just love it.
Oh,
It was a gift.
Oh, it's
actually.
pretty.
I like them.
Has
Cherry
like
blossom.
Oh, it makes me
cherry
want to do
blossoms.
designs of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. There's oh my gosh, the designs are endless, and it's just like
They
it's
are.
fun. It's one of those fun things like to have something that's like kind of personalized and that you enjoy, and you know, make it an even cooler experience. But that's a big thing too. Like again, doesn't really weigh a whole lot. This stays in my car all the time because I like to pop in
And they're
the
affordable.
classes.
They're affordable.
Yeah.
You know, you can get a good one for under $30.
Yeah.
And if you go to Tuesday morning, you can find them a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
That's my favorite store.
I've
Tuesday
not been
morning. Yeah.
You should take a trip in there sometime. Yeah.
there. Go exploring.
So you also use weights?
Yes.
How
Yes.
heavy?
These
Those
are 8 pounders.
Well, I was going to say they look sure.
They're bigger than
Marilyn was
five.
over here doing curls with them a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Here, let me do my left arm because I did my right arm the last time, and now I'm
So
cattywampus.
balanced. Yeah.
So I'm not balanced.
That's important.
So it's important. It's important to get balance. When you're doing weights, you got to do both sides.
Yes.
If you only have one weight, then like Josie's got one and I got one, well, you got to move it to the other arm.
And I
You
like
know.
the dumbbells too, and that's precisely one of the reasons is because if you have a bar instead of dumbbells, you're actually distributing the weight
Yeah.
between the two limbs.
Yeah.
And if one is weaker, if my left arm is weaker
Right.
than my right arm will.
It's going to.
It's
yeah.
going to
Take
pull
the
it up,
brunt of
and
it.
and then you'll have a bar that goes like this,
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
So if you have the weight on just one arm, then you're balancing out the body like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2-pound weights at home.
Yes. Yes. Which, if you do enough repetitions with
I know.
2-pound weights,
I know.
oh my goodness,
It's heavy.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
It is. It's heavy. It's like holding a child that weighs 20 pounds, and even holding an infant, you know, and a newborn that weighs 6 or 7 pounds. And after a while, you're holding them. They get heavy. They get really
You
heavy.
hold anything for
And
long,
when I
it's
had my,
Thank you.
I love these. These are cool. Where'd you get these?
Online.
Online.
Yeah.
When I had torn my rotator cuff in my tricep, and it started to get better because I wasn't having surgery, I was using my infant grandson that weighed about 20 pounds as weight, and he just thought it was great. I was doing it because I needed to get some more muscle backs because I felt my arm was atrophying, and to tone up my arm. So I was using him as my weight, you know, and pushing. And when you do this, it also gets your core. And that's the thing I need to work on, of course, is my core. So
do you recommend when you're working with people alternating weights on certain days doing weights and other days doing other type of physical activities?
Yes. So like kind of teaching 3 different styles of fitness. One being strength. So in that case, I would say the weights, the resistance band. Another one being cardiovascular. So we've got the shoes for that. And the third being flexibility and range of motion.
Okay, what if people can't run? Like, I have bad knees, and I don't want to mess up my knees anymore because it took me a very long time to get my knees back to normal because I literally blew them.
Yeah.
You know.
Walk?
So
Yes.
you can walk.
Yes.
So get a good
I am
pair
a
of walking
huge
shoes.
Person like to say you don't have to do any one thing. It doesn't have to look like anything. It just has to look like getting your heart rate up.
Okay.
So walking, yes, absolutely. It's severely underrated. Severely. So yeah, walking is fantastic. Bicycle riding
Okay.
is really good because
Bicycle riding.
That's not as
It's not
strenuous
right.
on the joints.
Right.
Swimming.
Swimming is fantastic. Yes.
I just don't like to go in the
Full body.
chlorine. That's the only thing.
Some pools, I will say, when I first started swimming, which was not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 2012.
Oh, okay.
Like Dad taught me some stuff when I was young in the pool, but I still couldn't float. Like I had no idea what I was doing. But I had a friend, she was training for a triathlon, and this was when I was still kind of coming into my fitness journey, and she was teaching me some things, and it was a saltwater pool,
Oh,
and that was just at the Gold's Gym.
really?
Really?
Mhm.
That's interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I might have to. Which Gold's
West
Gym?
Marsh. The Willow Lawn.
Willow Lawn.
Mhm.
Yeah, my son used
Yeah.
to belong to that one, and one day for a week I went with him, and we started out on the treadmill, and after about 5 minutes I was just huffing and puffing, and this was quite a while ago, and he says, "Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? You've got to be able to talk and walk at the same time." It's like, I don't think I'm that ambidextrous. You know? I don't think I can do that. It's hard. And I didn't realize how totally out of shape I was. And then I got in shape, and then I bounced back and forth. And this time I'm getting in shape, and I'm not going back to the out of shape.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not getting any younger, but I don't feel like my age.
Mm-mm.
I don't feel my age. And
Age is just a number.
Age
It has
is just a
nothing to do
number.
with
That's
your
right.
ability,
Nope.
Very true.
Nope.
you know.
And I know what I can do. I just have to work up to it.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
So when someone comes to you, you start off with an assessment.
Mhm.
Do you have different paths that when people come, say if I came to you and I know that my goal is more physical than weight,
Mhm.
then is there a separate path, or is it a combination that you're doing both?
Mhm.
How do you assess what the best thing is for a person or how they should start?
When you say about your goal, when you ask if it's more physical than weight, what do you mean?
If someone isn't really concerned about weight loss, but they want to increase their flexibility.
Flexibility, fitness, that kind of thing. So yeah, I do. I do an initial assessment with every client. I call it an exploratory session because really, truly, we're exploring whether we're going to work together. You know, and personality, I believe, comes into play with that too. Can I relate with you? Can you relate with me? Do you feel like I'm going to take care of you? And so within that, you know, if a client's saying, okay, I really just I need to get healthier. I know I need to take care of myself physically a little bit better. Then depending, you know, I work within the constructs of each person's resources. So within that is schedule, time that they do have, and then of course budget as well. So it's like, where's the happy medium? And then the other resource that I would say too is, what equipment do you have access to? You know, do you have the shoes? Do you have anything at home? Do you have a balance ball? Do you have a gym membership? You know, like where can we work together for that? And so it looks a little bit different for everybody within those.
so it's basically everybody is
It's personalized.
it's personal, and everybody is assessed a different way, and you work with each person individually, and it's just not a cookie cutter thing.
Right,
That's good.
right.
That's good. See, it's not cookie cutter, so everything is personalized, and I think that is a good way to
Yeah,
go.
it has to be in order, especially if you're working to work the mind and the body. Because if I'm feeling like this is what you do with everybody else and it has nothing to do with me, then my mind's not going to be into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome. That
Right.
makes sense. You're more motivated.
Right. Speaking of mind, Lisa Healthy, my friend Lisa Hazelgrove, she didn't call me today, but I'm just going to tell you what she does.
She's awesome, by the way.
She is awesome. She has a Facebook page called Lisa Healthy. And you can get her, you can find her at lisahealthy.com. She wrote a blog, so check her blog out. Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And she teaches sleep at U of R, and she's doing that right now. She's an adjunct professor. And she also talks about emotion code, and she helps people with the emotion code.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have issues with emotions and you want somebody to guide you through them, or if you're having problems with sleep, Lisa is somebody that can really help you out. She also does Niken with the magnets and, you know, the other supplements that are in Niken. So you can give her a call at 804-539-3251. Again, that's 804-539-3251, or you can email her at lisa@lisahealthy.com. And, you know, she's very helpful, she's very knowledgeable, and she'll take the time with you. She's a good friend. So, so what's going on with you, Joes?
So I just spent the weekend at the beach.
I know, she was grounding herself at
I'm
the
jealous.
beach.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I'm jealous.
I mean, it's so rejuvenating. I love the water. I was there for a conference, and I was representing Damsel in Defense, which are our stun guns and pepper sprays. My website, todefendher.com. But the opportunity just to be at the beach, walking the water, walking through the sand, and just feeling the freshness of it. I felt that was my time for rejuvenation. Because life can get so fast-paced and you get caught up in doing so many things. Especially at the change of season, it's a good time to rejuvenate, to refresh your mindset, refresh your body, to assess the direction that you're going to take for this next quarter. So, you know, we're in October, it'll be January pretty soon, and I just needed to get reset. And so...
And it's
So
good to reset yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to reset yourself. Sometimes Judy and I will go down on a Saturday just to the beach. You know, spend the day down there, which is really important. And I think that helps with your mindset, because I think if people want to start taking care of themselves, if you listeners are ready to start taking care of yourselves, let me rephrase it like that, you have to get into the mindset. You have to get into the, not I will try to do it, I will do it. I am going to do it. I am are the two most powerful words in the English language. I am going to do this. And having met Aubrey, I am going to do this because I want to be around to see my grandchildren graduate from high school and get married. And I want to be a great grandma. I don't know if that'll happen because my grandchildren are little. But if I keep taking care of myself, I might live till I hit 100.
That's my goal.
That's my goal.
That's my goal.
But I want to be.
100.
I want to be able to function.
Enjoy
you know,
being around at 100. I don't want to be pushed around.
Right.
I don't want to be a vegetable.
No, I want to be. I want to have vitality at age 100. You know, and Zen's grandmother lived till she was 110.
Wow.
And his dad lived till he was almost 99, so he has longevity on his side. So maybe that's why his numbers were so good when he went to the doctor. I don't know. Could be.
Right.
Could be. How can people get in touch with you? What is the best way for people to get in touch with you?
Well, the best way, I would say, be either to email or give me a call. My email, you can find me, it's richmond-wellness.com. That is the website. And my email address is Aubrey, that's AUBREY, at richmond-wellness.com. So that's the easiest way. Send an email. That comes to me. I respond quickly.
Yes, she does.
I'm on Facebook. I've got Instagram. I've got YouTube videos galore. I usually reference that across all of my social media.
What's your
channels
YouTube
and my
channel?
blog.
I've got to subscribe to your YouTube channel. But what is your YouTube channel?
It's Aubrey Iker 8. So,
Aubrey Iker 8 is her YouTube channel. Subscribe to her YouTube.
EICHER.
Okay.
Yes. So Aubrey, AUBREY, EICHER, and then just the numeral 8.
Okay.
Yep.
So go on YouTube, Aubrey Iker 8. What's your phone number?
The phone number at the studio that reaches me, so it's 804-367-3589.
Okay, what is that again? 804?
804-367-3589.
There you go.
So people can look at your YouTube videos and get pumped up ahead of time and get excited.
Yeah. I put out a couple of videos a week. One on a fitness tip, one on a nutrition tip, and then another one, which is my favorite. On Sunday evenings, I do like an inspiration or habits type of post, and that just like kind of digs a little bit deeper.
That's good.
Can't wait to
because
check those out.
I have to check those out definitely. So, what's your Instagram handle?
Aubrey L. Iker.
Aubrey L. Iker. Okay. For everybody who does Instagram, I've done a little bit of Instagram, but not a whole lot. But
What's the address of your location in Robinson?
Yeah, it's on Robinson Street in the Fan, so 8 North Robinson
8
Street.
North Robinson. Okay.
yeah, it's close to Carytown.
Very close.
She can walk to Carytown.
Can
Which
walk
is
a lot of
cool.
places.
Yeah,
That's
in that
wonderful.
area you can walk a lot of places.
Yeah.
A lot of places.
It's easy to walk
Which
because
is
it's hard to
great.
find parking. Which is
Yes, which is
my
great.
My next question: how's parking coming to you? Because parking in the Fan is like parking in New York.
Right, and you know what? I was thinking about this earlier tonight because I live in the Fan as well, and I love it. But as you get further and deeper into the Fan, it's much more difficult. Around my area, you generally find something very, very easily. If not, like right in front of the studio, because there's parking right across the street. Then, like right around the corner on Floyd Avenue.
Okay. Cool.
So it's really nice.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, and Katie Zachary of Authentic Wellness. You were not here when we had Katie, were you?
No, but I checked her out.
You did check her out? Yeah. She has a new company called Authentic Wellness. She and I are hosting a wellness gathering on Sunday, November 5th from 2 to 4. And it's going to be at her house. Her address is 1148 Joliet Road, North Chesterfield, Virginia 23235. You can call or text her at 540-522-9356 to RSVP, or you can call or text me at 804-350-0034. It's going to be an exciting day of wellness, and we're going to be talking about different ways and different products that you can keep yourself better. So.
Oh, something I want to share. This weekend is the Pumpkin Palooza at Innsbruck. I'll have damsels set up there. It's always a lot of fun. It's a family event, lots of kids activities, bands, music, lots of games and excitement. So Pumpkin Palooza at Innsbruck. It is Saturday from 10 until 4. If you're not familiar with Innsbruck, off of it's actually going to be behind the Innsbruck area. And I can never think about that street, but it's
Knuckles?
Knuckles Road. So it's right off of Knuckles Road.
Are they going to have signs out for everybody?
Yes,
I'm
there's
sure
signs.
They will.
Yep. So that's a lot of fun. This is my 3rd year doing that event.
Wow.
Yeah,
And you're going
it's
to
a
be
really
there
good
for
one.
Damsel?
I'm going to be there for Damsel in Defense.
And what time does it start?
10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Wow.
Bring the kids out. We've got some cool stuff for kids for Damsel.
I think the
for
weather's
trick or
supposed to be
treating.
nice too.
Yeah. So we've got our actually it's called our Halloween set, which has a little pail for the kids for trick or treat with flashlight, holla hers, and all kinds of little sticker and things about keeping the kids safe, because parents want their children to be safe. A lot of parents are worried about their kids going out for Halloween, but we've got things to help keep them safe.
That's good. That's good. Does the pail light up?
The pail doesn't, but they get a flashlight. They get a flashlight and a flashlight alarm, like the one I have on my keychain.
Wow.
So they don't have to be out in the dark, and they don't have to be afraid. But you don't want to send your kids out by themselves, even with stuff. So
Right.
always be nearby.
Right. I mean, when Josie and I went trick or treating,
I know.
it's so different now.
You could trust the people.
You could go all over the neighborhood, and now you can't do that.
You got to have your candy X-rayed, and
Yeah.
I
know. It's not.
So I'll have like little coloring sheets and crayons and things at my table for the kids to color.
Do you?
Mhm.
That'll be fun. That'll bring a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you a lot of luck. And when is that? When is that again?
Saturday, October 28th at Innsbruck off Knuckles Road, and it's from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
And it's called
The Pumpkin Palooza.
Sounds like a winner to me. Is it near Innsbruck after hours? Is it in there?
Yeah, actually, that whole area back behind, off of Knuckles Road. Yep, that's it.
So, friends, if you don't have anything to do on a Saturday from 10 to 4, you don't have to go
Gather the
full time.
family up.
Gather up the family and go over and see Josie and go have some fun with some pumpkins and catch some other people
Lots
that
of
are
vendors.
doing a lot. There's a lot of
food,
vendors.
Lots of vendors, lots of
Food.
They usually have one of the high school bands perform. They have band competition.
That's
so
cool.
it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That's cool. So go up to Innsbruck, and they'll have signs up on Knuckles Road. You could probably can you catch it online to get some information on it, Judy?
Yeah, if you go to if you do a search on Innsbruck After Hours, because it's linked through that.
Is it?
It's linked through that. If you type it on Facebook, Pumpkin Palooza, Innsbruck Pumpkin Palooza, Palooza.
Sounds like a winner. Sounds like a winner. Well, Judy and I are going to New York City this weekend, so unfortunately we're going to miss it. But we're going to the Big Apple instead of the pumpkin patch.
New York.
New York.
Apple.
So we'll be going there. But it's just, you know, we're trying. I am not trying. I am doing.
You are doing.
I am doing. And normally after my show, I mean, the most exciting part of my week is after the show because it's done.
The most
and I'm
exciting
just,
part has got to be during the show.
well, it is. But then after
Right
that,
here, right now.
right here, right. But, you know, after that,
Present.
it's that aha moment.
Yes.
That
Okay.
aha moment, you know, and we always need that aha moment. Well, when you are exercising, when you're walking, when you're doing whatever, a lot of times when I don't get a chance to do yoga or exercise and I have to go run an errand, I'll park way out in left field. You know, I'll park way out there and I'll walk, especially if it's a nice day. Now, I won't do it. I have done it in inclement weather because I do have an umbrella, and having an umbrella and trying to get the first parking spot, which you normally don't get anyhow when you're at a store, that's just an excuse. So make sure, you know, it's important to make sure that you're, when you're thinking, but to make sure you have things in your car, because that's also getting that right mindset to train. Preparation, yes, absolutely, preparation. When, you know, I always make sure I have an umbrella in the car because you never know when it's going to rain. And sometimes you got to go out and run an errand when it's raining, like you need something. So I always make sure I have water in the car. I always am drinking water. Water to me, I think when you're exercising, and I think that Aubrey would agree with me. I know Aubrey would agree with me, and I know that Josie would agree with me. Judy would agree with me. Zen, he would agree with me, but sometimes
he wouldn't follow you.
Not always, no, not always, but that's okay. That's okay. But it's so important to make sure that you have some snacks or something in the car too, like some water and maybe some nuts or something. Nuts are great protein if you can eat them. But have something in the car if something happens and, you know, you're stuck in traffic or you're running late or whatever. We never know what's going to happen when we get in the car. Preparation, I know, is absolutely important, and I think you would agree with that.
Yes, definitely.
Now,
and
do
you're
you
not subject to getting whatever you can grab,
right?
Which generally isn't
Isn't good.
No.
I know, isn't good.
Usually
Isn't good. I got to admit, last Saturday I took Jacob out. We went up to the mall. We rode the train. And we went up and down the escalator about 3 times. And he said, Grandma, can we ride the escalator? And I said, do you really know what an escalator is? He says, yeah, Grandma. It's stairs that go up and down. Well, you know, I had to let him ride the escalator because he knew what it was. So we're doing that, and we went to ChickfilA.
Not too bad.
It wasn't too bad, you know. I talked about this on my radio show last night. I do a radio show with Ray J Johnson and Dallas Jameson out of St. Louis on Wednesday nights at 6:30, and it's normally on their Facebook page. But anyhow, I was talking about that last night, and I said, yeah, and I went to ChickfilA. And I know it wasn't the best, but to me, that's better fast food than some of the other places.
Yeah, I'd rather have Chick-fil-A than I won't have McDonald's, but I'll get Chick-fil-A.
No, I won't eat McDonald's, especially when they say they have pink slime in there. It's like, no, that doesn't.
Gross.
No, that doesn't do it. But I will. And the last time I had Chick-fil-A, the last time I had fast food was like when Donnie was here a couple years ago. And we went to Chick-fil-A because that's his favorite place to go. But now out there, he's got one place. I mean, they have some really neat, different fast foods. They've got one called Pollo Loco, which is crazy chicken. And that is a really good fast food place because they make guacamole and they put a lot of vegetables with the chicken, and they'll stick avocados on top, and it's really, really good. I mean, they have some. They don't have stuff like that here.
Where are they at?
He's out in Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
You know. So.
I had traveled to LA for the first time a few years ago, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. Like,
Yes.
the food was so good.
The
You know,
food
find
is
these
so
healthy
good.
things, and then you come back.
You come
to the
back
South
here
and we
and
got
it's like,
Popeyes, you
yeah,
know, like-
I know. Well, his favorite place in Richmond is Lee's Chicken.
I love
That is
Lee's.
his
Oh my God.
absolute.
try
I
that.
have
Oh
not
my
tried
God.
it either.
Lee's, their wings.
He
I go
loves
through there and I will get 4 wings, and they don't make it home. I'm driving down the street, one hand on the steering wheel and a chicken wing in the other hand.
We'll have to try that.
They're so delicious.
Are they?
So that's
what
one of
he
my
said.
vulnerabilities is Lee's
Yeah,
chicken.
well,
wings.
that's
Yeah.
his too. And I remember when he and his now wife were there, and they took a picture of him. He was so glad to be there, and he had a picture like, I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah.
He was so excited, and I just got it. Well, he's a ham anyhow, so it's just so funny to see him get all excited over fried chicken because he normally doesn't eat it.
Yeah, and I don't get it much,
Yeah.
but when I do,
Yeah.
I'll get that desire, and it's like, gotta have those wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what
And I don't want
he
anything
said.
else except their wings. I don't care about the leg, nothing else, just the wings.
Just
I
the
wings.
believe in moderation, and
Yeah.
that whenever you do eat it,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then I
Don't
probably
feel
won't get it
guilty.
again for a
Don't
couple of,
waste
like
it.
for 3 months,
Right.
but then,
Sometimes you just
mm-hmm.
gotta have it.
Yeah.
And if you have to have it, go get it. Don't feel guilty about it. If I wanted a cupcake, I'll go get a cupcake.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. And I'll tell you, the cupcake that I get, it's gonna taste good.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm taking those calories in, it better taste good. Right?
Yesterday morning I
So-
went to Chick-fil-A. They had free chicken biscuits, and I don't eat the bread,
But you ate the
I ate
chicken.
that chicken. It was
Wow.
free, and I'm like, oh, free biscuits today? They normally have the free chicken minis,
Oh yes,
but it was
yes,
the free
yes.
chicken biscuits yesterday.
When did they do this?
About once a quarter, they'll do free chicken.
Oh,
They'll
I
do
didn't
free
know
chicken.
that.
I'll text you next time.
Text me next
yeah,
time. Yeah.
But I
I
just
do
took it out
like
the bread,
chicken, you know?
and I ate the chicken. That was my breakfast.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's the only time I eat chicken for breakfast is if they have it free.
Yeah, chicken for breakfast. I don't know about that one. I guess everybody
Sometimes.
has their own druthers, and that's great. That's great. I'll
I
have
like
to
my
try it
oatmeal.
sometime. You like what?
I like my oatmeal.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been addicted to it for like over a year. I make like refrigerated oats.
Oh,
You ever had that before?
mhm. I've heard of
You
it.
put it in a mason jar, so like half a cup of oats, half a cup of water, cinnamon, boatload of cinnamon,
I love cinnamon.
banana.
Love.
It's so
cinnamon.
good too. It helps with metabolism and blood flow.
When do you
and
put
all
the
that.
banana in the night before?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Mhm.
And then I chop it off with almond milk or cashew milk. Give it a shake. Put it in the fridge,
And
and
it's
everything
Yes, that
softens
sounds
up.
good.
No extra
And I
sugar.
gave up my oatmeal about 2 years ago. I was an
Oh.
oatmeal girl for my whole life.
Uh-huh.
But I've given up oats and wheat and rye and barley and everything. Breads, no oats.
well, I did buy a loaf of bread today because I just wanted a sandwich. You know, and the lettuce, the romaine lettuce, just wasn't cutting it. And neither was the wrap. And I just wanted some good old
Mhm.
bread, so I bought myself a loaf of bread. And I can put it in the freezer if I want and get pieces out when I want to get them. But it was like you wanted Lee's chicken.
Yeah.
Well, today
When you want something, you go for it.
that's right. And we went to the grocery store today and got all the stuff that was on the list. And I just wanted some bread. Plus, I had a coupon for it. And I normally get things with coupons.
Mhm.
I'm a coupon person. My husband says I got him with a coupon. I don't know about that, but he jokes about that. But anyhow,
I think
You know.
to expand on what you're saying too is I like to plan for
Mhm.
things. So like
plend.
Plan.
Plan.
Sorry.
I thought blend was a new word that she was
Plan.
talking about. Is that
Plan.
blend and
Sounds
plan at the
fancy.
same time?
Yes, all of the above.
That's a new word.
That's a great way.
Plan.
That's a
I
great
just
way
like
to plan your
audiographer.
breakfast.
Audiographer, just like audiographer. I love new words.
Planning. So like I think about like, okay, my boyfriend and I, Brian, we've really wanted to go to Stella's in Richmond. Have you ever been there?
Oh yeah, love
I've been
Stella's down on
forever.
Lafayette.
Forever, and he's never been.
Oh.
So we've been talking about it for a while, and then we finally decided, okay, we're planning it, we're going to go this Saturday. So like, I like to plan things like that, to have it like anticipation, look forward to it, you know, keep it healthy, keep it in moderation, 80% good, 20% we're going to go to Stella's, you know, and enjoy it in that way. So we were talking about planning earlier.
Yeah, that's good. That's another thing that people need to do is plan. Plan what you're going to have for dinner. Like today, I fixed a steak today, and it was really, really good.
Nice.
Really good. And I fixed Zen a baked potato. Sometimes I let him have starch, and I know that messes up your digestive system, but he had a vegetable. I had a big salad with some sprinkled cheese on it. And I did have some macaroni because I fixed macaroni yesterday, but it was GMO, non-GMO, and it was veggie. They've got some new non-GMO veggie, and it had that little sign on the bottom that Rhonda talked about a couple of weeks ago with the monarch butterfly, and it says non-GMO. Those are the ones you need to look for, because if it says USDA organic, yeah, well, that's the government, you know.
Better than nothing.
They can pass anything through. But if it has that little sign with the cute monarch butterfly and it says non-GMO and it's in a box, you know did not have stuff in it that's not supposed to be there. So when you go to the grocery store, keep planning. I always have a list, because if I don't, I'm going to wind up going on in the grocery store. And I know a lot of people do that. They'll go in for one or two things and they come out with $60 or $100
So I try
worth
to
of stuff.
avoid the grocery store. I make my husband a list. Let him go.
That's smart.
Sen and I like to go together. You know, we've been doing it for a long time. We've been married over 10 years, so we like to go
That
together.
sounds fun.
It is. It's fun. He pushes the cart and I put the stuff in the grocery. The one thing that gets him, I'll go get those wipe things, because I think it's really important if you're going to go to the grocery store and the flu season is coming up. It's right here, right? It's saying hello. Everybody's saying go get your flu shot and stuff. I don't get a flu shot, but everybody says go get your flu shot. It's the government again. But anyhow, you got it right. You got to get those wipes and wipe off the cart, because you don't know what creepy crawlies have gotten on that handle or have touched that cart. And he hates it when I do that. He'll go like this, and it's like, get over it, you know.
I mean, it could
You'll
even
get
be as
over
simple as like somebody put, you know, their chicken thing in
Yeah.
and some of the juice from the package.
Exactly. Exactly. And when you're getting your veggies in the produce section, make sure that you put them in a bag.
Yeah, always.
Because you don't put them right on the cart, because you do not know what's been on the cart. And it's hard to wipe the entire cart down unless you want to spend
And then I don't want
20
to have
minutes to
alcohol
do
on
it.
my veggies from wiping the cart either.
No, I don't want that either. I don't. But those wipes at the grocery store, they don't last very long. They don't stay wet very long for me. Halfway through the grocery store, they're almost dry. So, and I like to use them because for some reason those plastic bags, which I don't like plastic bags, but to open them up, sometimes I'm struggling with them. I'm not struggling with them anymore. I just wipe my fingers a little bit and open them up. So if you're having problems opening up those bags, make sure that you just keep one of those. Seriously.
I'm old school, my mom.
Oh,
I'm
see,
right
I
there with
can't.
you.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
I know. But do you know how unsanitary that is,
It's my bag. It's my bag. My food's going in it.
Yeah, I used to
Exactly where I
do
was.
that. I don't do that anymore. Now, my youngest daughter, she a lot of times will bring, she's got these mesh bags that she'll bring with her, you know, that she got at one of the health food stores or something, and she'll put her food in that.
That's smart.
And then she doesn't have to deal with the plastic bags, because she's very, very green. She tries to be as green as she can. She's also a vegetarian, so she's been a vegetarian since she was like 8 or 9, you know, and she's 34 now. So she's been a vegetarian a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A long time. So, but she's very careful about the veggies and, you know, what she gets. And the other thing is, I've talked about this before, and Aubrey would probably tell you too, make sure that if you're getting any veggies, to make sure that try to get them organic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we don't know what stuff's been sprayed on them. And most of you know, and I've told you this before, when Rhonda did her program a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, on GMOs and the hazards of GMOs. Remember, your berries are toxic sponges if they are not organic.
Mm-hmm.
So you're eating a lot of toxins. We're trying to keep those toxins out of our system. So if you do have those berries and you've eaten some toxins, oh my God, sometimes that happens when you go to a restaurant or something, make sure that you're drinking enough water to flush that out, or take some digestive enzymes to help with that. But water is so important. Something earlier I ate, and I don't know what it was earlier today, but I got indigestion.
Mm-hmm.
And where did this come from? I don't know where it came from. And so I got some apple cider vinegar in my cabinet. And so I got the apple cider vinegar out and started to drink that with water, because I can't drink apple cider vinegar. I can't drink it straight. No, it goes down like a fire engine. Yeah, it's tough.
It's rough.
It's tough.
Even
So I cut it with water, and I drank some of that, and within seconds, it was gone.
Yeah.
Seconds. You know? So if you get indigestion, if your stomach gets upset, there's two things you can take. One of them is apple cider vinegar. The other one is charcoal. Charcoal in the capsule. Not charcoal that you get out of your fireplace. Don't get that stuff. That's dirty. But charcoal in a capsule. What it does is it absorbs all the stuff that's not supposed to be in your stomach.
Stuff off your grill.
Yeah, like the stuff off your grill. But it absorbs the toxins and the free radicals in your colon, and
so
then
where do you
eliminate
get the charcoal?
Health food store.
How does it come?
In a capsule. And it's in a bottle.
Okay.
That's a pill.
It's a capsule.
Yeah, capsule.
Yeah, it's not a pill.
I got you.
You don't want to eat a pill of charcoal. Ugh, that would be gross. Take it in a capsule, Joes. I always have it with me, and I got to go get some before Judy and I go out tomorrow.
Okay.
It's good to have if you've eaten something and you're at a restaurant and stuff. Judy and I went to a restaurant a couple weeks ago, and we both got food poisoning. And I'll tell you, I think death would have been a better alternative for us, because we were sick for several days. And I didn't have any charcoal, so I was taking homeopathic remedies, and I was eating soup and eating crackers for like 2 days. And if I'd had the charcoal, that would have helped get rid of it faster. It soothes your stomach too, you know. And so does apple cider vinegar. If you know you're thinking, oh my gosh, Marilyn, that tastes so yucky. But when you mix it with water, and if you put a little bit more water in and not a whole lot of apple cider vinegar, it works.
Some lemon too.
Yeah.
Lemon
really
works
helpful.
too. Yeah. I find the apple cider vinegar works pretty fast. Like this afternoon, it worked within a couple minutes. And it's like, wow, well, that was pretty fast. So, and you got to get the apple cider vinegar that has the mother in it. You know, you got to shake it up. There's a couple others now that have the mother in it.
Do they? Okay. That's the only one I know about.
Yeah, and I don't know why today. I had some white vinegar out because I had used it to clean off in, when we did our retreat a couple weeks ago, I used it in a spray bottle so everybody could spray their yoga mats before they roll them up. And I don't know why I did this, but I put the vinegar in the refrigerator today. And it's like, I have no idea why I did that. So I took it out and put it in the cabinet. So it was just a little cool, but it was white vinegar. You can use white vinegar for a lot of things. You can use it to clean. You can use it to clean your windows. You can use it to clean your commode. You can use it to clean a lot of stuff where you don't have to use toxic cleaners.
Anytime my drains are clogged, I do white vinegar, baking soda, and salt.
Oh, yeah, because you know what that does? That gives you Vesuvius. When you put...
Right.
Remember when you used to... Yeah, when you
the volcano.
Make the volcano. You know, you put vinegar and baking soda together and get it... And it comes up real high.
Pour some boiling water in, and it opens up that drain right away.
That's right. I wonder if that would clean out the disposal too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah. So that
I
would
do
be,
the
how much
toilet.
salt do you use?
I use equal portions, a half a cup or a cup of salt, a cup of baking soda, a cup of vinegar, and then pour boiling water. But
Wow, you must
as a
really have the
maintenance-
big Vesuvius come out of your sink.
Well, when I really had a clogged drain, that's what I do. But now, like once a month, I'll do half a cup,
half a cup
just
of each.
as a maintenance, and you know that takes care of it.
Oh, I wanted to talk about balance tonight because I think balance is really important when you're taking care of yourself. And we had Rosemary on last week, and she talked about balance. And I wanted to do this balance exercise with everybody. So we're going to do this again. Oh, it's really cool.
Okay.
It balances you from back to front, side to side, top to bottom. It's very cool, and you feel so much better.
Okay.
So everybody take your one of your hands and put it by your occiput back here and put the other hand on your forehead. And you can just sit there for a minute and see if you feel a shift. Do this at home too, people. This is really cool. It will make you feel better. I promise. You'll feel a whole lot better. And when you feel that shift, I felt it already. Your occiput are those two bones in the back base of your skull. So put your hands back there. You feeling a shift, ladies?
Mm-hmm.
You feeling a shift, Aubrey?
I feel balanced, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now take your hands and put them over your shoulders. Just hug yourself. Hug yourself now. And you'll feel a shift. This gets you balanced from side to side. And when you feel that shift, take your hands and just lay them on your knees. So you should have felt a shift, front to back, side to side. And then there's a hairline that runs down the center of your body, where your chakras are. So put one hand down towards the ground and one hand up like this. Yep, just like that. You'll feel the shift in the center of your body, where your chakras are. I feel the shift already. I can feel the energy. I can feel your energy over here, Josie. I can feel your energy, Aubrey. And then when you're done, put your hands together and then open them up like this. Now, I hope everybody at home has tried this. I know you're probably thinking, Marilyns nuts. No, this really works. It really works, doesn't it?
That was lovely.
Your guests don't think that.
I
Because
know.
they're in tune.
I know.
That's why they tune into Healthy Living with Marilyn.
That's right.
Because they want to.
But y'all need to
receive
try
it.
that. How
Can we
did
do it
that
again?
feel?
Can we do it again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a few more minutes, so we'll finish up. You put your hand up, down by your occiput. I do this, I've even done it in the car. Not when I'm driving, when I'm stopped.
Side note.
And hug yourself, put your right hand on your left shoulder, your left hand on your right shoulder. This is my favorite one, because you're hugging yourself and say, I love me. I love me. And then put your hands on the tops of your knees, on your thighs there. This gets you sort of up and down. This gets your balance up and down. You might want to use this in your program if you feel that somebody needs this,
Yeah.
Aubrey. Then take your left hand, we're doing the hairline. Take your left hand and point it down, and your right hand and point it up so you can feel the line. I don't care which hand. That's the one I did. You can do whichever one is comfortable for you. Judy's over there laughing. She thinks I'm crazy anyhow. That's what I love, Judy.
She still comes around, just so she
Odd
doesn't think that.
reason. This reminds me of the Macarena. I don't. That's
Yeah,
not
I
related
know.
at all.
That's
I
what
know,
it was.
and I started
What
thinking
last
about
week was
dancing.
like.
Yeah. Wait.
And then bring your arms out to the side here, ladies. Oh my goodness. You guys are crazy. You know, if you... Yes, I see that, Jennifer. I see that.
It's
Macarena. Maybe that's the dance that keeps people balanced, though, you think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, you're doing this,
Yeah,
you're
you're
doing
doing
this,
Same type of
this,
thing.
you're doing this.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Boy, it's been a long time since I did the Macarena. I don't know how to do it, but.
Look, he goes.
So how do you feel?
Right.
So how do you feel, Aubrey?
Very good.
There you go. I can
Ready
give
for
you
bed.
there. I know it's past her bedtime. That's what happens when you have people that get up at 4. Maybe you should just get up at 5 tomorrow.
I need to run
She
at 5.
runs. She has
You
to
need
run.
to run at
Training for
5.
the marathon.
Yeah, she's training.
So I see clients in the morning.
Oh,
I do my workout and then I take care of theirs.
that's another
Pour
thing.
in first so that
Staying
she has something to pour out.
focused. Staying focused, right? And keeping a calendar. Keeping that mindset, that positive mindset.
Healthy mind, healthy
Healthy
body.
mind, healthy body,
Yes.
because remember, friends, you can do it. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and we will see you soon, and change your life today. Love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Send your comments, your emojis, all that stuff. If you have any questions, you can contact us, and we'll see you soon. Love you guys.